Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh review, early look, showcase, who knows? Today, let's take a look at an early test shot of the Plunderlings Plunderstrong. Now, you know me, I love Plunderlings, those rascally little bastards. I mean, look at them, so mischievous. They run around in your display just So it's awesome to see the company moving forward with other designs, adding to... I can't help thinking this would make a fantastic cartoon of some kind. With your little troublemaking bastards, you gotta have, you know, a big hulking figure. They're just adding to the mythos. Look at this big beefy boy. We'll get this comparison out of the way right off the bat. He just towers over the standard Plunderling. When I say standard, that's the best Plunderling, huh? Not only that, there's width, there's muscle, there's a bruteness to it. Here's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Bruce Banner, the Hulk. It works beautifully into that age-old dynamic. But this is also able to stand on its own because of the beautiful sculpting and I'm assuming gonna be very fantastic paint. But there's something special looking at just the raw sculpt, just the plastic underneath the paint, because paint can do a lot to hide things or to pizzazz things up. And I'm not saying this is like a super detailed sculpt for the most part, but that's the aesthetic of this line. There's a simplicity to it. Like right off the bat, you look at the torso, so smooth. And again, there's musculature, there's striations, but it's meant to be cartoony, kind of that animated feel. Working down the arms, same kind of look to the hands, and there we get kind of a extra detail snuck in, you know? There's simple. The fingernails claw-like, like the Plunderlings, but larger, bigger, more monstrous. Same thing down at the feet. There's these claws sticking, well, I guess big toenails up to the feet, and then it moves back into the same muscle type sculpting as the arms and the rest of the body. There's a sharpness to the torn up shorts. Seam in the shorts, and then we get to the belt, which has like almost hyper detail compared to the rest of the figure. Leather look to it with rivets. I'm sure this is all going to be painted nicely, and the sharpness of the, I guess that would be the top of the pants poking out above the belt. A couple of spikes or bullets or something. Same thing on this side, around to a buckle. And then the end of the belt coming through, hanging down a bit. A nice sense of realism to it on a big ogre top figure. And then up at the head, the asymmetry of one tooth sticking up. I always love things like that. The heavy brow, the eyes poking out from underneath, the nose flattened in. The ears are separate pieces. That's so they can use the same base body, but change out things like ears with earrings, or same thing at the belt. They can pull this, swap them around for different characters, different looks. Super interesting engineering. First, the shoulders are on a butterfly that moves forward, and it reminds me of early Toy Biz. Remember Thing and Hulk, where it would flap forward, but then you get a big open gap. That doesn't happen here. The torso piece is kind of thin, I guess, to fit more inner workings. The thing that tickles me the most, and you can already see a piece of it right there, the upper torso, the pecs, the neck, are all on a huge hinge. You can see it even better right here. Again, fitting a lot inside the torso. The neck is also on a hinge, so, I mean, he looks more than up. But that also comes into play when you crunch all the way forward. This is a rubbery piece. It's soft, so it flexes as it comes down. It's so smooth. Look at that. When you have it down here, he can still look forward. Look at that. Bring the arms like this, and well, since we're looking at articulation, again, there is a ball at the top of the neck with a hinge down in it. Look up that far, looks forward, but I don't know if I'd call that an ab crunch or a lower neck hinge. He can look way down. Looks side to side, no tilt. Butterfly comes forward. Pin at the shoulder goes all the way around. Hinge at the shoulder comes up, slightly past 90. Swivel at the bicep. Single hinge elbow still comes up past 90 because of the shape of the bicep. Swivel at the wrist and then hinges in and out. I'm gonna do it again because it's so nice. There you go. Swivel at the waist. Ball coming out to the hip, comes forward, back, out. Oh, better than most Spider-Mans. It would have been easy to throw a thigh Never mind. There is a thigh swivel at the bottom of the shorts, hidden nicely by this little detail hanging down. So nicely that I missed it the first time. There's also rotation on the ball up there, and it's actually a separate assembly. Double knee, the bottom is super tight, which there's a lot of weight on top of this, so I'm okay with it being tight. Then it comes to here. Look at that. kick his own Plunderstrong ass. Hinge at the ankle goes back, forward facing pin for rocker. For accessories, there's the 2 open hands, which are just 2 big old mitts. Those do pop out, and I was sent 1 fist. There will be fists for both left and right, and there's going to be gripping hands. Look at the details, same fingernails. It just looks fantastic. It looks like it was cut here. I don't know if that's a factory thing or was done somewhere before it got to me. And then heads, I'm not sure if that's meant to pop off. I'm going to pop it off anyway. So there may be swappable heads too with different looks like the regular Plunderlings. The Plunderstrong stands at about 6 9/16 to the top of his head, which again gives him good height over some of the other Plunderlings offerings we've gotten so far. There's a smoothness here compared to other lines, but still he's formidable when compared to other 6-inch lines like Hasbro Star Wars Black Series Version 1 Stormtrooper and the Hasbro Marvel Legends Black Panther. So at the end of the day, I cannot wait to get the official release of this, because it's just fun. That's what it boils down to, and I think that's what I said about the Plunderlings. They're just pure, simple fun. You can do whatever you want with them. You can put them anywhere you feel like putting them. As long as you're enjoying your time with your toys, it doesn't matter. And these figures make it easy to do that. The Plunderlings crew plans on doing this as a Kickstarter, and it should start soon-ish. They're still deciding on how to kick off and when, but I'm talking like several weeks, a month. It's coming up quick. And again, I can't wait for the final product here. The paints, the shading, the accessories, the add-ons, whatever else they may think of at the last minute. This, oh, big chunk of plastic. Ooh. If you enjoyed this quick overview, this showcase, this review of a test sample, comment, like, subscribe. Much love to the plus. If you're interested in seeing videos early or in a position to help out the channel, patreon.com. But wherever you may be watching this, I'll always catch you on the Fwoosh. And yes, this stayed up this whole time as I was shooting this outro. It is amazing. I mean, it looks top heavy, and it is top heavy, but because of the tightness in the knees and the nice base with the larger feet, I mean, you just throw it down. He's going to stand. He's going to get into poses. I have not been gentle with this thing, which I apologize, Plunderlings guys, but I have not had a lick of trouble. Look at that. Just fun. That's all that matters. Fun.